Hello friends, welcome back to the course. So in this lecture, we will improve the animation we have built in the last lecture, and we will also learn few new concepts of programming while doing so. So let's see first what we will be building in this lecture. So if I click on this go button, you can see this every is moving and there is a basketball which is continuously moving in this frame. And whenever it is touching every, it is making a pop sound. Okay, so we will be building this animation, and it is actually basics of moving towards building games, because here you can see we have more than one sprite. One is basketball and another is every. So we will be programming two sprites in this lecture. So let's start the lecture. So what I will do is I will first stop this animation and I will delete this sprite, and I'll go to every and I will remove the program that I had built. Now what we will do is first we need a basketball. So we will go to sprite and we will click here, and from here we will select the basketball. Let me do it again. I think it was not completely visible in the screen. So I will go here, and from here I will select the basketball. Now you can see there is no program over here because we have selected the basketball sprite. If we go to every sprite, you can see the program which we have written in our last exercise. So we will go ahead with every later on. First of all, what we will do is we will program the basketball. You saw that basketball was continuously moving. What was happening was basically it was moving to any random position. So there is this statement, go to random position. If I click here, you can see basketball went there. Now if I click it again, it goes here. If I click it again, it goes here. So there is no specific position where it will move. It can move to anywhere. So we will use this move statement. Now this ball was continuously moving. When I ran the program, this ball was continuously moving. So it has to happen forever. So I will put it in the forever loop. Now another thing is that whenever I was clicking green flag, it was happening. So let's put a green flag, because I want this program to start when every starts moving. Now if I run this program now, you can see the ball is moving very fast, and at such a speed we will not be able to make any guess, or even it will not make any sense. So what we will do is we will first stop it. Instead of stopping it, let's directly put a wait statement. Now you can see the ball has started moving slowly because it is moving to a new position after 1 second. So instead of 1 second, let's make it 0.5, because it is moving very slowly. So with 0.5 second, you can see it is moving comparatively fast. So this is okay for us. So what we will do is we'll stop this now. And we have created this basic program for the ball. Now the program for the ball is ready. This was what we wanted to achieve. Now let's move on to the every. Now what we have to do in every is whenever this ball touches every, or every touches ball, anything is same, there should be a pop sound. So what I have said is whenever every touches the ball, there should be a pop sound. So can you see any statement that will be able to help you here? Whenever can be replaced with what? So let's focus on whenever. Whenever. So whenever is basically a control statement. Why? Because you are controlling the program through some statement. So it is a control statement. So we will go to the controls. Now in controls, can you see whenever? But there is a statement called if. If is a condition. Whenever is also a condition. So we will use a condition. So we will pick it here and drop it here. Now, if every touches the ball, now touch is what? It is a sensing condition. Touch is our sense. We have 5 senses. One of the senses is touch. So it should come in sensing. So here you can see touch. So we will pick it and drop it here. Now here in the drop down you can see there are different options. Whether it is touching the mouse pointer, it is touching the edge, sprite 1. Sprite 1 is the cat sprite, or the basketball. So we'll select basketball. So whenever every touches the basketball, what we have to do is we have to make a pop sound. Now pop sound is a simple sound. It will come in sound menu, correct? So we will go to the sound menu and we will select this start pop. Okay, now our program is almost complete. Now we have to discuss where we should place this small segment we have made. Where we should place it. Yes, we should place it inside this forever loop because we want this to happen forever. We don't want it to happen only once. We want it to happen forever. It should continuously be happening. So when the program starts, and after starting, whenever ball touches the every, it should be able to make a pop sound. So we have learned one thing, that there is a conditional statement which is if is used whenever we have a condition. So we had a condition over here that whenever every touches the ball. So it's a condition. So we have used a conditional statement if. There is another conditional statement if and else. So we will use it later in some program. Here what we are doing now is if it touches the basketball, then what it should do? It should make a pop sound. And we want it to happen again and again continuously. So we will put it inside the forever loop. So this is the program we have made. And now let's first reset every and run it. So it is making the pop sound. So the program is complete and we have done lots of new things in this program. Apart from learning the programming concepts, what we have done is we have been able to work with 2 sprites at a time. Now we are working with the basketball sprite. We are also working with every. So this is a very big achievement and we will be using all these concepts to build more complex animations and games also. In games what happens is we have lots of sprites which are moving and we have to control them through programming. Now another thing we can try is what we were doing till now is we were making this ball to go to a random position in 0.5 seconds. There is another statement which moves the ball to a random position is glide. So we will see what is the difference between go to and glide. Now this glide statement already has a timer inside it in how much time that ball will glide to another position. So we don't need a separate timer. So we have removed that and we will just put the glide function and let's run it. See how it is moving. So this is the difference between going to a specific position and gliding to a specific position. So this is how by making a very small change in your program, you can change the complete look of your program. So before moving to the next lecture, I will leave you with an exercise here. What you have to do is you have to program this ball in such a way that whenever it hits any of the edges, then it produces a basketball sound. Okay, so I'll just run this program and see what happens. So you can hear the sound. So it has to produce this sound whenever it hits the edge. So this is your exercise for this lecture and we'll see you in the next lecture with the solution. Thank you.